We appreciate you pushing that play button, and welcome to another episode of
FanKigHaters,
your weekly fantasy show where we dish out hate on those fantasy players that mess up your DraftKings, your FanDuel, or your personal lineup. Nobody's going undefeated in fantasy, not in personal one, and daily we're not always in the green. So this is the show for you.
Well, speaking about the green,
yes, sir.
We do have an official person that has stepped up by the name of Killer Jordan.
Stepped up to the gas pump finally. Our weekly gas challenge.
$20 is on the table.
Okay.
You know, it only took 3 weeks. But hey, I've saved $60, and
yes,
this
sir,
is my first week, so I'm happy that we have somebody watching the show.
Thank you for stepping up for the gas pump. Thank you for watching us.
So I want
shout out to Killer Jordan.
I want to appreciate Killer Jordan for going ahead and reaching out for that.
Okay. You want to hate first? Can I hate?
You're more than welcome to hate first.
I said us three could run through this defense last week. I still believe it. He just didn't show up, Mr. 200, Jay Ajayi. Just no show. I think he had 11 rushes for 100, for one, not even 116. I wish he had 11 rushes for 16 yards. You do the math on that. Just not enough, Mr. 200. They had given up over 200 and something yards the past 2 weeks in a row. So that's my hate, JJ. Who you hating on this week?
I'm gonna go with my triple dip for tight ends
From the tier format, right?
from my tier format.
Okay.
I picked 3 tight ends and I was kind of hyping them up just to see what they would do, see how much points I would get because at the time tight ends was doing all right.
Yeah.
This year.
But what has
After
Messiah
last-
said about them tight ends?
Once they do good for you 1 week, the next week they'll shut down.
Yeah, because I think this last week every tight end in the league, besides like 1 or 2,
Had good games. That's
I
kind
know
of
had bad games.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that. Yeah, you're right. Having bad games.
Yeah, so that's my hate.
What were your tight ends?
Witten,
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say that cowboy looked like I said.
Kelsey,
Excuse me, ranch hand.
Kelsey.
White man didn't dance.
Yeah, with Witten they can't jump either. And I got D Walker, who was good this last week.
He was all right. Yeah, he was
9
good.
points.
Okay.
So,
Not a
but
complete
I'm
hate.
just throwing them in with them because as a group, I went with them as
Okay.
tight ends, and they kind of just did that.
So who you hating on this week?
I'm hating on myself, my whole lineup. Anybody who picked Higgins, I was trying to find a sleeper. He was asleep.
Yeah, Danny fell asleep.
Ed Dixon was asleep. Derek Carr was asleep.
Okay.
Jay Ajayi was asleep. So Pittsburgh's
11%,
defense
116.
lost. They couldn't
Yeah.
stop the run. It was just an ugly lineup all the way around. It was ugly in fantasy. A lot of everybody didn't show up.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get back in the green this week. Melodic, who you rolling out?
I'm taking the ranch hand. I'm taking the homer pick. I'm taking the ranch hand homer pick.
Okay.
Dak Prescott.
He's only consistent
right
ranch
now.
hand right now.
He's getting money.
Yeah.
He's getting points.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the green.
Okay.
I got Fournette and McCaffrey as my running backs.
Okay. I like those picks.
I got D-Hop, Sanu, and Thielen for my 3 receivers. Sanu, one of the best slots in the league right now, I think.
In the red zone for sure.
In the red zone coming from Matty Ice.
Okay.
He's going to get his scores. D-Hop, he gets the touches. And Thielen, I think, is probably the most consistent receiver on Minnesota
one
right
of the
now.
best 2 duos.
You do have
we've ever seen.
Diggs, but
Yeah.
I think Thielen, I like him personally.
Okay.
I got Jenkins as my tight end.
Seraphim Jenkins from the Jets.
Hate on me if you
That
want.
would be blasphemy.
Hate on
to
me
hate
if
on
you
that.
want because
Messiah's already predicted
Jacksonville
that.
had their one good game of the year,
Yeah.
which was in London, which is every year because if not undefeated, they lost like once.
Okay.
So they're back in the States. Welcome home, but you're back to your normal self.
Okay.
I got Cooks from the Patriots as my flex.
Brandon Cooks.
Boomer bust. Boomer bust.
And I'm going with your all-time favorite, the 49ers,
Yeah.
as my defense.
Sorry, Nick Yob, another one of our followers who watches. That's a horrible team. I think the Niners are just poo. So I'm going to roll out my lineup saying that. I'm going with the Cardinals defense. I don't know any, besides Carlos Hyde and the Black Frenchman Garcon. Like what are we doing at quarterback, Hoyer? What's going on back there? I just don't trust the 49ers, so I went with the Cardinals. We told you last week, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Started pass catching running back against the Falcons. We're born alone, we die alone. So I went with Shady McCoy. You know, Messiah tells us we picked 2 Titans. You picked
Mariota
and Delaney Walker.
Went with Delaney Walker. Like you said, he was the only tight end who had a kind of good game last week, so I'm going with him again. For our double up, I also went with Thielen.
Okay.
And then for my other wide receiver pick, the cup overrunners with this kid as far as the route running goes. He's a FanKigHaters exclusive, another Messiah prediction. He hasn't showed up in a while, but I think he comes back, and that's Cooper Kupp. I think he has a big game against the Ranch Hands. I really didn't like the McCaffrey pick simply because I got Funches and I'm hating, but I think the hoodie takes away what you do best. He had 11 catches for, I think, 100 and something yards last week, so I think they try to stop that. And I think one of the Carolinas receivers is going to catch a ball in the end zone, so I went with Funches. I'm hoping he does. Duke Johnson at running back. They're going to be playing behind, as usual. It's a rivalry game. He's their pass catch running back, PPR format. Hey, that's my favorite G.I. Joe, so I'm going to roll with him. Then at my other running back, I went with Gurley. Like I said, I don't believe in the Ranch Hand defense. I think the Ranch Hand defense is smoke and mirrors, Ranch Hand and Cowboys.
Well, the good thing about Gurley now is with the new coach, he's receiving the ball a lot more. He's trying to become the next Marshall Faulk, to be that transcendent back where he's a dual threat.
Yeah.
So he's trying to compete to be one of the best. So I think he could get you double points.
Okay, and then at quarterback, I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. I said we was going to disconnect T-Mobile's service, but he ran circles around Denver. And he had a mediocre fantasy week, but he put up some decent numbers. So this week, going against Atlanta, I figure if they can't stop a running back who can pass catch, they're going to have a lot of trouble with a running quarterback, and they play a lot faster. So I think there's going to be more time for T-Mobile, so I'm going to go ahead and reconnect my service to T-Mobile. I went with Tyrod Taylor.
And I'm not going to hate on either one of y'all lineups, but I do say that when I do hate, I can't say that I'm all the way wrong because Kelsey didn't show up, said that last week.
Yes, we know,
and said Tyrod Taylor was going to give these boys a hard time in Denver, and that was true, even though I know he didn't want to believe
He's
that.
a hater expert.
Yes, he is.
Hey.
Good at hating.
Hey, PhD. Well,
who you rolling out this week?
Before I roll out anything, shout out to Q. He knows exactly what I'm about to talk about. The Ravens are not the Super Bowl defense, so you don't have to ask me this week.
No, I don't have to ask you that anymore.
No, they made Blake Bortles look like Johnny Unitas out there. So.
Okay, I won't ask any more fans.
So, hey, shout out to Q. Appreciate you. Like I said, NFL stands for not for long. We had to see what was going to happen. Well, my quarterback, everybody should agree that all the big name quarterbacks are not doing much of anything this year.
And they're not worth the money, like we said off camera, like you said, in daily fantasy.
Especially with the cheaper quarterbacks that get you big money. So I went with Case Keenum.
Okay.
I'm not sure he's gonna do the same thing he did last week, but hopefully he continues to have a breakout year.
Yeah.
And if he wants to continue doing continue throwing for 300, I'm gonna continue picking him for 5,000. And my running backs, I also went with Fournette and McCaffrey. I went with those guys because the rookies are doing all right, and they're both going against weak defenses for their position. At my receiver, I went with Keenan Allen, who's averaging about 10 targets.
Target monster.
I also went with DeAndre Hopkins, who also has 13 targets a game.
Target monster 2.0.
My third receiver, most people probably wouldn't agree with this, but I think Marquise Lee is actually turning into the receiver who they drafted a few years ago. It's still Jacksonville. They're going to be playing from behind. If they're going to Jacksonville that you say that they are, now that they're back home.
That might be your hate.
It could be my hate, or it could be Jared Cook, but I think Jared Cook will get in the end zone against Denver.
Okay. Another hate, I think.
Rival.
And then at my flex position, I went with Dalvin Cook, so I picked all rookies at my running back.
I thought that was all rookies. Okay, the all rookie special this weekend.
And then my defense, I went with a defense that's going to get at least 3 sacks without even actually tackling the quarterback, I went with the Buccaneers.
Who are they playing?
They're
Why
playing
do you
the
say
Giants.
that?
I don't think Eli doesn't want to get sacked, so he's just gonna fall down. But I just hope Tampa Bay is not the same secondary that just showed up last week because they look like trash.
So that's a chance that you might have 3 hates back to back, but that's just me
Hey.
hating. I'm just hating.
And that's what daily fantasy is about because I get a chance to redeem myself because there's still primetime games I can get in if this feels bad.
There you go.
That's my lineup for the week.
Like us or hate us, hit that subscribe button at the bottom. It is a $1 billion industry. For those haters that, had some tweets or had something to say about that, follow us on Twitter at FanKigHaters. What's that IG?
Instagram at FanKigHaters.
Half a day go on. Thank you for our first weekly Gas Fund Challenge.
Hey, man, you guys tune in to our Instagram and Twitter so you can see the showdown between Killer Jordan and Messiah the One, a.k.a. JG Wentworth. I want my money and I want it now. Thank y'all for pressing play.